Today's the day. Oh, look at the beautiful day out here. Okay. I thought I should slow off my slab. There is concrete underneath the hoist, but the dirt's frozen to the ground as it's winter. See the frost? Ice on top of some of the driveway ponds. Anyhow, this is working. I was trying to chip out some of the dirt and frozen stuff in there. Anyhow, gonna push the body out here on the rotisserie, bring it around here inside, lift it up, and then we're gonna push the frame out, and we're gonna put the frame underneath it, set it down. I think I'll roll it back in before I start cutting pieces out, but we'll see. But that's what's gonna happen today. Gonna get Dad to give me a hand. Oh, hello, princess. Yeah, I already fed you, okay? Wow. Okay, that's the plan. Gotta get Dad over here to help out. Okay, so I gotta get this turned to head out the door. So that I can put it on the hoist. Where's my aluminum jack? Okay, here it is. Put the body down. I want to leave it. I've changed the plans a little bit. I want to put it down. Then I want to fit the seats. I want to get as much done as I can. I want to put the steering column in. All kinds of stuff. And I want to add some oil to my floor jack. Obviously. And I'm going to turn the car on its side. Oh, geez. Lock it in position. Okay, so before I take it outside, I'm going to find all my wrenches for all the bolts. I've got to unbolt it at the firewall because while it's inside, I've got to set the front fenders on, weld up these holes. I'm going to get as much as I can done with the way of welding so that when it's on the rotisserie, when I take it back off, I can paint underneath, and I think I'm going to paint the firewall, inside the roof, a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to do all the stuff right now. Body work later. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's going on the frame today, definitely. You know, you got to think, I want to put it down on the frame to cut out this floor to weld it in. I'd like to mount the column because I'm going to have to do some work on the firewall, maybe. I would like to put the fenders on, but the thing is, I don't want to body work it until I've painted underneath. So it's like I got to take it back off on the rotisserie to paint underneath and inside the roof and a bunch of stuff. Don't have to, but it's way easier. But then would have to go back on the frame to do my lineup and my body work, because I want to body work across the lines. So now I have to decide if I do all my fitting and body work and then I pick it up in the air and paint underneath. That might be what I do. You know, I've been doing this my whole life, but every job is a little bit different, and there can always be a change of plans. So right now I'm going to think on that. I'm just going to get ready with all the wrenches so that when I do get Dad available, I don't waste his time and we just undo all these bolts, get it sitting down on the frame and get it back in here. And when I do that, I think I'm going to put Bailey's car under the hoist, the Camaro, so that I can put this in the booth, do a bunch of body work and keep the dust in the paint booth where it belongs. That may give me a couple of comments. Anyhow. All right, guys. Okay, one of the things, if you drive truck in logging or the oil patch, sometimes you want to move in on the frost because the ground's solid while it's frozen. So I'm going to push the rotisserie out, the ground's frozen, try to get it across all that soft stuff onto the concrete slab under the hoist. Then it can sit there until I get Dad out here to help me move the frame. Right. Here we go. Close the shop door. Get out of there, honey. Jeez. It's the cat's food. You wouldn't want to miss anything, would you? No. There might be food out somewhere, right? He's actually got to be lifted. I was going to use floor jack.
Well, I got the bobcat and it's sitting inside there, just there.
Well, yeah, I got to pull the frame up.
Yeah.
If you got time.
Yeah. Yes. I cut off 3 inches of the pipe, but I have to grind the end down quite a bit to get it to start.
Yeah. Gee, I didn't even say good morning, Dad. You, how many times have you eaten already today, huh? You poor starving thing. Okay. And here's Dad. So, we got to move the back end that way. You good? Right on. Okay. We'll fine tune it now. So, the hoist is designed to pick up a car under the frame. So these arms, if I move them in, then they're going to be in the way of the frame when I lower this down. I just want to pick it up on the outside edge. So, I can't turn these out, because if you do that, they reach inside the car. So I'm going to weld a piece of heavy square onto my hoist on this side, maybe the other side, I don't know yet, and then I can lift it up. You'll see what I mean as it gets closer to being a reality. Okay, I'll go get another freaking batch. Okay, just so you know, that's pretty heavy duty wall. Well, quarter inch anyhow. It's gonna work. Okay. Right about there. And I'll see if this other half will work at the back. Back here. Yes, it will. Just trim off it a little bit. You adapt and overcome. Oh, that's welded pretty good. Okay, gonna weld this on. Should never use your zip cut with one hand, by the way. Intact. Yes.
Tell me something. That has to go on this way.
Yeah. Go in like that. And then it just ratchets. It should. If it doesn't, try something else.
See what I can do.
Okay. I worked as a plumber for a while, doing plumbing, sprinkler fitting, gas fitting. Okay, this really doesn't have to hold much weight. That'll be good. That should do it. Plug in the hoist. Okay. Hey, it's actually picked up on the other side. All right, it is lifted up. Now I will unbolt it. But first, I gotta give Dad a hand with thread and some pipe. Gotta see what's happening. Okay. I'm hoping we have as equally a wonderful day when I go to put this back on. Now, this is it's a little difficult. It's a bit precarious, how about that? Definitely a bit precarious. Move the camera stand. Because it's sitting on the hoist. But it's also right now, it's holding up the rotisserie off the ground, and I gotta see that? That's what I was talking about. Yeah, okay. So this side is a little unbalanced, but that's all right. I'm hoping the other side will compensate for that. Okay. So what you have to do is you got to take all this stuff out of the way and then roll this end out of the way, drag that end back. But for a while, it's just sitting up in the air by its own lonesome self. Okay. Debatable whether I will put it back on the cart. On the rotisserie. Maybe I should just make a cart and leave it on the cart. It's just way easier to paint underneath. We're gonna see. It's all up in the air until you're actually doing it sometimes. It's a little hard to solidify a plan. Save the bolts here so I don't lose them. And then get the back unhooked and see how stable it is. Okay, so that's free and clear. Let's go see what we do with the back. The back is connected by just these bolts here. So I'm going to take out these two bolts, lower this, And if it doesn't come crashing down, you can see I'm just holding this baby up. So as soon as I get this unbolted, then I get rid of the cart. So I split it down here, move the cart, and put the frame underneath. Oops, forgot. Still got the pin in. Well, I could lift the body up, I guess I'll do that. Okay. Might be all right. Okay. Put the pin back in, always. And now I can once again lower this and see what happens. Okay. Everything's good. So I'm going to undo the wheels up front. So down here, we got these bolts here, and this 1-inch square is adjustable for different vehicles, right? So we tighten it up, and then I can simply pull this backwards, and that falls on the ground. We're 100% unhooked. Theoretically, yeah, I might need a couple taps with a hammer because they get blasting sand and dirt in the joints. Oh, or sometimes people leave the locking pin bolt, which I did. It's a thing of beauty. So now I'm debating, do I use my backhoe? I might.
Now, gotta get the front. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty close. You got those body holes just about dead lined up. There. Right there.
Okay, we'll see you after lunch, Dad. Okay, this is fitting pretty good. You can see the body mount sitting up about an inch higher than it should. I believe the tunnel's sitting on top of the transmission. Lyle had it figured he's ahead of the firewall. Doesn't look like the firewall needs to be changed. Just the tunnel, but we'll see, because once we cut the center of that tunnel out and drop this down, well, you just never know. But it's a pretty cool looking car. I mean, dig that. And the sun shining down over Lou's John Deere. Pretty cool. I guess.
Do you want me to run the winch?
You can try. It's probably going to keep stopping and starting.
We can push it by hand, eh?
What?
We can push it by hand. I'm worried about that chain hitting me.
Okay.